It's Mark Schultz here at the MRO Americas 2022 again, and we're down here in Dallas, and I'm again bringing to you interesting companies that I know. And today I have a business associate of mine that we've known from previous engagements together, Sandra Debris with the company EXSYN. And Sandra, can you just quickly tell people in just 2 sentences who are you and what do you do?
Well, I'm Sander from EXSYN. I'm the chief visionary, and our company is involved in aircraft data migration, system integrations, analytics, and automation.
And we're going to dig in much deeper from that, but I just want to give people a quick flash. Now, that always catches my attention when you say that, because I don't run across people that say they're the chief visionary. What makes somebody the chief visionary, Sandra?
That basically means that everything that has to do with the development of our technology sits with me, basically.
Good, that's great, that's good. And Sandra flew over here this week for a couple of business meetings, as well as coming to the MRO Americas. And conveniently, we're positioned in front of this airplane. What is this?
That is a KLM livery.
KLM airplane, and Sandra, you're in Amsterdam, right? Or in the region?
In the region, yeah.
Okay.
And fun fact, today is actually our national holiday. It's King's Day, so I should actually wear a orange attire.
Yeah.
But so I didn't dress for the occasion.
Okay,
but one thing is for sure, if you see people walking around here today with a orange tie, for sure they will be from the Netherlands.
That is a fun fact. I really like that. Thanks for bringing that up. That's great. Hey, listen, let's dig into your company a little bit. Before we do that, I wanted to ask you, what kind of challenges as a company in the aviation aerospace industry have you been faced with recently? What are you seeing customers challenged with right now?
Yeah. So right now, the big thing that we see happening is that airlines and MROs, they are scrambling for further digitalization to drive business efficiencies, to drive down costs, and gain everything that digitalization can bring to them as a company. However, what that also means is that systems need to be replaced that are being used today, which might not be compatible anymore with the business needs and the business benefits that are being sought. And in order to get those new systems, to get that new technology in place, it also means that you need to get the data to operate those systems. So critical airworthiness maintenance data, to get that into those systems. So that entire drive in the industry that's happening right now for digitalization actually brings a massive need to migrate aircraft airworthiness data from older legacy systems into new platforms, and brings a massive need to integrate those systems in order to get those business benefits that airlines and MROs look for. And that is something which is a major attention area for us right now.
Yeah, and as I look around the industry, we see things like supply chain challenges, we see labor challenges, skill challenges, we see inflationary price challenges and like that. And so everybody's looking for efficiencies. They're trying to figure out how to optimize their supply chain. They're trying to figure out how to go paperless. They're trying to figure out how to reduce the labor that it requires to accomplish a job, or they're trying to figure out how to reduce their costs in accomplishing maintenance. And I've always said that you can't, you can find ways to do it, but if you're going to do this with digital, you have to have a digital foundation. You have to have data and infrastructure, which really supports that. And that's what you're talking about, right?
That's what I'm talking about. And for us within EXSYN, it's not only about the technology that you need to get all that data in a safe and qualitative way from all the legacy systems into new platforms. But it's also about skills, competence, know-how, and combining that, say, IT skill of migrating data with the actual aircraft engineering knowledge and principles that we know in aviation, right? When it comes to safeguarding airworthiness data of your aircraft. Because the last thing an airline wants is that, because of them having to implement or wanting to implement a new system to get further business efficiencies, in the process they actually mess up and results in grounding their aircraft at the point when
compliance problems and things like that.
Exactly.
Right. So what does your company do, and how do you respond to that need that the industry has right now? Can you tell everybody watching, really, what do you do to help companies, airlines, MROs, and OEMs and such, to be able to accomplish what we just described?
Well, the first piece of it is technology driven, right? So the systems that are being used in aviation today, it's not a very big landscape. So what we do within EXSYN is maintain a technology platform that is sort of out of the box able to connect to all those different systems that are used within airlines today, and take that data and transform it into the applicable required format to whatever system a company might want to implement at that particular moment in time. That's pre-built, available, so that directly takes care of that, let's say, of that technology that you need to have in order to get that data from into that new system. But what we bring to that mix in addition is the ability to almost guide and support airlines and MROs through the process of not just making sure that that data becomes available in their new systems to further drive business efficiencies through digitalization, but also make sure that that data is improved in terms of its quality, in terms of its integrity, that it becomes fit for purpose to be used in even further advanced digital projects like predictive analytics, like advanced analytics. And all these things, if you already take care of that whilst you are migrating that data into your new platform, into your new system.
So both a consultative kind of an approach as well as the actual software and technology to accomplish that as well. Exactly. So giving them guidance and assistance on what to do, because I know that many times people, just really, they don't even know where to start, okay? And they have a vision of where they want to go, and they don't know who to choose or what to do or what are the challenges I'll be faced with. And if you haven't done it before, many times people don't expect the difficulties that you have or where the troubled spots are. And if you've done this before, you can come alongside of somebody and assist them and say, well, this is what our recommendations would be on what we do in order to be able to achieve that. And I've seen you guys do that before.
That's right. And I mean, a very practical example in something that we're involved in today with this company in Spain, Iberia Maintenance, a big MRO company.
Which is actually right behind us right now.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah. Right there.
Yeah, exactly. So we are helping them with both that technology and that service, that consultancy service, to get their data out of SAP into Ramco, which is going to be their new platform going forward. Yeah. With a lot of business benefits that they want to gain from there, like mobile, paperless, etc.
Now, interestingly, Sandra, real quick, is that many times when we think about data conversions and things, we're thinking about unstructured data to structured data. We're thinking about maybe going from PDF, into structured data. But what you just described there is a migration from a structured data environment into a structured data environment, maybe in a different format, right? Do I understand that properly?
Well, I wish it was structured data because
it's not. Okay.
All right. What we always see is that typically these kind of projects are classified as moving from system A to system B. Yeah. Right? SAP to Ramco.
That's simple. SAP, just move it from system A to system B, right?
But then we get in and say, okay, but where are you actually storing your AD compliance information? You know what? That's on a separate system. That's somewhere else. So you end up in a myriad of systems and satellite applications that don't talk to each other, use different data sets, use different classifications, and that at some point all needs to be brought together and harmonized and loaded into that new platform.
No, that's really interesting because, many times you don't think about that, is that everybody has an existing IT portfolio and they all have different systems that they're using. And if you're going to migrate somewhere, that's a perfect example. Is that I was thinking of simple things like spreadsheets versus databases, but you're saying multiple systems where maybe different information and metadata resides, and it has to come together into an environment which now is supported by the new modernized environment.
Exactly. Yeah. And within that process, for sure, it happens that pieces of data actually are only available in unstructured manners. So you resort back to the actual PDF records that you need to run through OCR technology in order to insert in your data.
So it becomes quite a complex challenge. Hey, listen, let's shift. And I think people have gotten a good idea of what you're really doing. But if you were to lay it out specifically for people watching, tell me exactly, what the different types of things you do, so they understand what your company is if they want to reach out to you.
Yeah. So data migration. I mean, we've talked a lot about that, right?
Data migration.
Yeah. Okay. But for us, the concept of what we call aircraft data operations does not just focus on making sure data is available in particular systems, either as a one-off migration activity or as a continuous activity as part of aircraft phase in, phase out. For us, it also means being able to drive value from the data, not just from a compliance perspective, but more from an analytical perspective. Reliability management, maintenance operations efficiency, supply chain efficiency, using that data for predictive analytical purposes.
Don't you have a platform to do that as well?
Yeah. This is basically the EXSYN data operations platform.
Oh, okay. Right.
where that migration, that analytics sits in. And then thirdly, data is also generated on a day-to-day basis within airlines and MROs, right? Through transactions that people enter in their systems and through aircraft. And a lot of those data entry transactions that are done by engineers take a lot of time, and it's time that can be better spent on other activities. And so this is why we also have a lot of robotic process automation capability in that operations platform, to make sure that data entry itself is further automated, and in return actually frees up a lot of resource for further value add.
Okay, so if I were to look at that, is that you basically saying you're doing data migration and consolidation, and you have an analytics platform which you provide to be able to create additional value out of it, and you do robotic process automation. Okay,
and that's what we call data operations.
Okay, perfect. Well, listen, good. Listen, I wanted to go through that because I wanted, if people wanted to reach out to you and have further conversation with you, that they'd be able to talk to you more about this and how you might be able to support them. How do they get in touch with you? Are you on LinkedIn?
Can be on LinkedIn, can be on Twitter, can be old-fashioned email.
Okay. And the name again is Sander de Brie. Just let me spell the last name there for me.
Sander de Brie. Last name Debree.
Right. Reach out to Sander on LinkedIn, and just start a conversation. Reach out and just ask about your situation and what your challenges are, and just see if they can maybe assist you or help you. So thanks so much. I really appreciate the conversation today. I hope that those of you watching have been able to get some value out of this. I'm always trying to provide some insight into both the challenges in the industry and how people are solving them, as well as people you can reach out to assist you, because we need people around us and experience of people around us. Don't try to do this on your own. Use the people in your industry who have done this before to get this done faster, better, and cheaper than what you ever have before. Thanks for joining us today. Sander, thanks so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Mark.
Okay. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.